Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak on the latest on Gavi, right? What is the latest regarding this youngster and when could we expect to see Gavi's renewal with Barcelona come to a full closure? Then later in the video, we're also going to be speaking on John Laporta speaking on Lionel Messi's and Iniesta's potential return back to this club. And then lastly, we are going to be talking about the latest on Karim Adeyemi. So first, let's talk about Gavi, right? Because Gavi is a player that many do admire. He is a rising star, and it does say here, according to Fabrizio Romano, the final agreement with Gavi over a contract extension until 2026 is considered to be more than closed. So this is going to be a renewal that will happen. This is going to be a player that Barcelona is going to be locking down because it's going to be very important for Barcelona, because at one point Barcelona is going to be having Ansu locked down until 2027, Pedri locked down until 2026, and then Gavi locked down until 2026. The moment you have these three players locked down for the long term, you are showing the world, to the media, to the other clubs out there, that you do have a project, that Barcelona and John Laporta do have a project that's being built for the future. And that is very important because that is going to be attracting interest from the best players out there in Europe. And it has been historically proven. I remember back in 2010, 2011, when Iniesta and Messi and Xavi and Busquets were all playing at Barcelona, and many world-class players wanted to come to this club. And I do believe that right now, John Laporta is doing the exact same strategy, but with different players, knowing that Ansu Fati, Pedri, and Gavi are the future of this club, and the one man that he does believe in to lead these youngsters into greatness, that is Xavi Hernandez. And so I'm happy to see that Laporta is basically doing the exact same thing he did about 10 years ago, but with different players. And Gavi right now, he is in the conversation of being one of the best in his position. The fact that Gavi right now is unbenchable with Barcelona, actually both the national team and Barcelona, that is very exciting. And I can't wait to see what's going to be happening within this coming match on Saturday. Barcelona is going to be playing against Espanyol, and so we're going to have to wait and see who's going to be starting in that starting 11, and especially in that midfield. I do expect to see maybe Frankie, Pedri, and Gavi start in the midfield against Espanyol. And let me tell you guys, the moment that does happen, the moment we see Frankie, Pedri, and Gavi start within that midfield, we can truly say that we are in the beginning of a brand new era. Now let's move on towards the next topic of today, and now let's talk about John Laporta speaking on Messi and Iniesta's potential return. So first things first, Alves was actually presented at the Camp Nou today, and the way that Alves did show up during that presentation, he looked very flashy, right? Like his glasses were amazing, they looked cool. I do not know where he got those glasses from. Like, I do not know if those are glasses that are coming from 3021 or something like that. Even with his sandals, right? His sandals that he wore with his tuxedo was very flashy, it was very fashionable, right? You can see that Alves really does like the fashion industry. But there were great vibes to see Alves finally get presented at the Camp Nou after being away for 5 to 6 years. It was another nostalgic moment. But within that presentation, when John Laporta and Dani Alves were taking in questions, they asked Laporta, hey, Laporta, when could we expect to see, and hopefully could we see Messi and Iniesta return to Barcelona eventually? And this is what John Laporta had to say. I do not rule anything out. It happened with Dani, and age is just a number. They're two great players. I can't predict what will happen tomorrow. They're still playing and contracted to other clubs. You never know what could happen in life. So basically, John Laporta is not ruling off Iniesta and Messi's potential return, which is very exciting because about 2 months ago, Laporta did tell the media and towards the fans that we have to close this chapter. Let's turn the page. We cannot look back. This is going to be a brand new Barcelona. So those are two very different things. For him to say that 2 months ago and to say this, that you never know what could happen, has things finally changed within this club? Could it be a change of opinion, right? Maybe they actually do want to bring in these veterans back. Could it be a change of finances? Maybe they're seeing that the finances are getting much more clear. We can actually afford bringing in Messi and Iniesta. Who knows? But one thing is for sure, things are changing. I do believe that Laporta is more open towards bringing these veterans back, and this is a moment for us fans to finally dream, right? To dream that one day this could actually happen, because by 2023, I think Messi is going to be around 37, 38 years old. He is not going to be at that age where he is going to be taking down 4 or 5 players every game. I do think that Messi will be returning only for the sake of having one final goodbye at the Camp Nou, something that he does deserve, because whatever did happen in this summer was not something that many of us did expect. We wanted to see Messi have a better goodbye with the fans. So the fact that Alves returned back to this club, I think that his return is not just a move, right? I do think that this is just inspiring other players, other veteran players, to eventually return back into this club. As for Iniesta, he has already stated that he wants to return back to this club at some capacity, which I do believe is going to happen. I think that Iniesta will return, but I just do not think that Iniesta will return as a player. I think that he will return potentially as a coach, maybe as an assistant coach, or as a director, right? Working with the board, making sporting decisions within this club at some capacity, like what Iniesta does say. Because right now, within this midfield, it is just too competitive in order for Iniesta to just come in here and take a starting role or play as a player in Barcelona. Now, lastly, I do want to speak on Karim Adeyemi, because his transfer is evolving by the second. And it does say here, according to Fernando Polo, Barcelona believe they got the signing of Karim Adeyemi on track. The will of the footballer, after many meetings, is prioritizing a move to the Catalan side, who understand that it will be more feasible to sign him in the summer than in January. Then he continues to say, and I quote, "From the club, it is assured that Adeyemi sees the Barcelona project with good eyes. Based around youngsters like Ansu, Pedri, Gavi, Nico, and Frankie, Barca is also convinced that the Xavi factor will play a vital role for Adeyemi to pick them over any other club in Europe." So we have discussed this earlier before in this video. The project that Barcelona is building right now, the fact that we're going to be seeing Gavi, Ansu, and Pedri being contracted for the long term, that is very important. When you have a project that is being built for the future, that is only going to be attracting young stars or stars out there in the world to join Barcelona, because Barcelona right now, they have it all. And the fact that they have Xavi being the one to lead these youngsters and seeing how Xavi likes to portray his football on the pitch, Adeyemi is going to be looking at this and saying, look, my football is going to benefit Barcelona. This is a perfect match. Barcelona's style of play is also going to benefit my own development. So if everything does go well within these next 3 to 4 months, we should expect to see a pre-agreement going on between Salzburg, Barcelona, and Adeyemi, and potentially Barcelona can announce that Adeyemi will be coming to this club in the summer of 2022 and be contracted hopefully until 2026. And then by that time, moving forward, I do think that Barcelona can turn this player here into a real dominant player, a world beater, something that we have not seen over the past 5 to 6 years. We have not brought youngsters from other clubs and turned them into monsters or into real players in a very long time. The only thing that we have been seeing coming from Bartomeu's Barcelona is bringing in set players who have already been established, and bringing them to reinforce the squad, or bringing in youngsters from other clubs but never end up growing them into better players. We have not seen that. So to see and to say that Karim Adeyemi is going to come to Barcelona and become even better, develop as a player, that should be very exciting, and especially if you have just started watching Barcelona since 2015, because you are going to be witnessing something that you have never seen in football before. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.